Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Crush. Let's get into the vid.
Listen, I'm gonna address a couple things because we've been on vacation and a lot of been talking since I was off vacation. We're gonna start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer. What the fuck is you talking about, man? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about ride down. That's where this whole shit.
And Jim Jones, you know, if you know, he reps Harlem hard. He's always repping Harlem. But as Cam said, you didn't grow up with us, you know? Hence why Cam and Mase relationship is so strong. You know, they fell out years back. Now they're cool again because they're best friends, basically. They both grew up together. Jim Jones, he's an outsider. Even though he's always repping Harlem, he's an outsider.
I would have left you alone. I would have left those shit alone. But listen, Brian, do you remember how we met? Pause. So not met, how you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Camron 1995 freestyle.
Was pretending to panic with a 40 Johnny money, and now I make Gotti money. Wanna be cool, but couldn't piss in my body. And that's not my nigga, your daughter, bucking in the morning, bucking us water, running from cops, like a report, sweating niggas like buckets of water. I got the jacket running off, it's like look the force walk, it's like fraud tonight, you rock, shit was smart.
You don't make it a habit, G, around me, extinguish two in your cabinet. Cause where I'm from is like a ghost town, we packing toast clown. Around, that's to get a blown crown. W, you think the way you say is broad plus shit. I make your block hotter than that state that Barkley played.
Yeah, now go Google Mase, Camron, Cardan, DJ Clue.
Don't understand, son, the bullets in they cap and they can't run. All on top of you, beat you down with handguns, flush back slugs, but you never get the land one. Run with grinders and die with shit your man done. You dream the world I'm living in. When I be swimming in Cuba, don't confuse me as I'm feminine. Wilder than them cats that be rowdy to the Benjamin.
Google Children of the Corn 12-minute freestyle.
Nigga like a blast mag, is in trash bags, so that to get your ass. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be buck.
Yo, you wanna come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stopped at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some over there sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mase with Kuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of houses. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like on your couch, you was a fan. You begged us, you were a fan. A fan. We didn't.
Damn, that's cold, man. For somebody to be like, you begged us. You was a fan, basically. We put you down because you was a fan. Man, that's savage. Jim Jones went from being a fan, I'm guessing from what he's saying, to now Jim Jones feeling like, you know, years later, decades later, he's feeling like I'm the man. And if y'all had a falling out or you have a disagreement, you don't got to go to social media. You're going to podcasts, airing out all your business. For what? Everybody seems to be doing this. Like Dame Dash, for example. That's all he's been doing. You know, going on a world tour, talking about Jay-Z, airing out private information and just yapping.
Grow out with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpsons up on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my what's the Final Four Billy and them you started. You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? From Harlem, know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's...
He has a valid point. Because if you notice, Jim Jones is always saying, I am from Harlem. It's like he wants you to know. He have a fair point. I don't hear anybody else who does that often. Like, they're always trying to remind you, beyond Jim Jones. It's true. Every time, Harlem, Harlem. Not saying you can't rep your city or your hood or whatever, but if you notice, he's always trying to remind everybody, I am from Harlem. But like he said, he's from the Bronx. He's not from Harlem. He's from the BX, basically.
First and foremost, all this, yo, is on your guy. You were fanned out and you begged us to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes.
Damn.
That's how you got in. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You'll say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
Mase helped me actually learn how to rap. Mase showed me how to rap. Mase actually showed me, he was the first person to show me how to rap. Mase actually sat me down and showed me with magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. You ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan.
And see, and that's the crazy part. We put you down, and now in the future, you're trying to be the boss, basically. Or you said you created this and you ran this, but we're the one who put you down. We allowed you to join our crew, our group. And these older dudes got to stop doing this, man. Going online, crying about what happened years, decades ago. Everybody's all disgruntled, bitter about, and they're all gossiping like women. All the older OGs, supposedly, they're all gossiping like women. You're supposed to be an OG, and they're all just gossiping, talking about, private stuff. You should keep between you and your crew.
You down, because you had a free crib, and you was a nice guy. That's how you is what it is,
Even a Cam right now, he just did the interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems in Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show.
Them niggas be on my right. They got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them in their life, you heard? Both of them. Pause though, get off my There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my shit like that.
Yo, you never clear shit up. We never hear your side of the story. Kim's like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
Ain't think nothing, he could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. Let's not get this shit twisted. Like, nobody could tell me nothing. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a soldier, because I was a soldier. You heard? I had the soldier. Didn't tell me nothing. You heard? I did what I wanted to do. I seen the shit wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones. Because the nigga that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the Capo. Started feeling like the Gotti movie.
You seen this shit before it happens, what you tell, like everything.
It started with Mase. He didn't do the right thing.
That's the one question I wanted to ask you. I'm a little bit too young to understand. Like, I just was able to be like a teen.
I watched Mase shit on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch like all the time. You heard? Like, I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard? Cam and Mase were so-called best friends, grew up together, and R.I.P. Huddy. Like, I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say, is that I wasn't there for every single thing.
What is with all these older rappers, OGs, going on podcasts, crying and gossiping about what happened years ago? Like, this is like a new thing. Everybody is crying. Dame Dash. Everybody's crying about what happened years ago, decades ago. Like, come on, man. Everybody. And they're supposed to be these street dudes Now they're all becoming gossip queens.
What was your problem with Mase? Like, how did that all happen? Because that was Cam, man, like you said.
Cam enemies were my enemies. Okay. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And
okay, that's loyalty.
Handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him and how Cam was jumping out the window for him, which a friend should and shit like that. Like, being overprotective, making sure nothing happened. Like, he was trying his best to make sure that Mase stayed as safe as possible, but Mase had got that money and lost his motherfucking mind as he's supposed to, man. He grew up in a kid that doesn't have what most of us had. He was probably more or less fortunate than most of us. Didn't have the sneakers, didn't have all that shit coming up. So him having the first bit of success out of all of us and really getting to a bag, he just...
Yeah, Mase got to a bag. Back in the days, Mase in his prime, when he blew up, the Man album went like 5-time platinum. And obviously this is before streaming, so you're not talking about, we're talking about hard copies. A CD going for $12 to $15, So imagine going 5-time platinum and each CD is like $12, $15 or whatever. Mase got a bag. Like, he really got a bag. Back in the day, yeah, Mase was that dude, man.
Went crazy like most people do and shit like that. Shit, I had my times where I went crazy, but that bag just be too much.
Yeah.
You dig? But the people I love, I still love them today. You know what I mean? The people that I consider to be the ones that's gonna help me in this journey, I still love them today, and we still have great relationships and shit like that. It ain't got nothing to do with Cam and them and shit like that. We all have our own group of people that help us along with this journey and shit like that.
So now that you see Cam and Mase together having their own show, how did that shit make you feel when you seen them come together after everything
shit,
that you did?
I seen crazier shit happen. I know brothers that shot brothers and shit like that. So for friends to get back after a world of whatever they went through, it's not surprising to me and shit like that. But I see they don't talk about the days of being shit on, you heard? They don't talk about the things that separated them and shit like that. So, it's funny. But
why would they talk about that? The past is the past. If me and you reconcile, we're good now. We have a show together. Relationship is good. Let bygones be bygones. That's all in the past. Why would we dwell on what happened yesterday when we are good today? That's called growing up, maturing. They had their beef in the early 2Ks, mid 2Ks, whatever. But we're in 2025. They're older, more mature, and they grew up together. They're pretty close friends, so they reconcile and everything is good now. So why would they need to dwell on the past? There's no point.
Kudos to them, man. They got a dope show. Who am I to hate on what they got going on, man? I hope they make $1 trillion.
What's the craziest shit you seen Mase do to Cam that was just like, yo, I can't believe these even get back cool after some shit like that?
I won't say nothing crazy, but I say some funny shit that I seen happen. I seen Mase fire his brother, kick him out the limo in the middle of the highway and shit like that. You heard? His old brother, that nigga's vicious. But we coming back off the road for, I think, a bunch of tours and shit like that. Get off the plane. And Mase got the brand new Mercedes drop burgundy, pull up to the airport. Skirt, the car dealer bring that shit outside the airport. 2-door joint, brand new stickers on that. Going crazy, bright, joking and shit like that with Cam and shit. Jumped in the shit by herself with skirt off. I said, yeah, this is a different type of animal. This don't care about nothing. Word up.
This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. It happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, okay. He tricked out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it, and they went under, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said it. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If I agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on. Every nigga that put hands on you or you get told things, you cool with him. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Man, DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Gunshots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't worked out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot. Pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You gotta eat it. Just sitting in the crowd.
Yeah, that's cold, man. That is cold.
Bro. You ever wonder how you met Mano? Ask him how you met Mano. Mano gonna downplay because they cool now. He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying, dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing, he said his name. So Jim Plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Mano said, what the fuck you talking to? Oh, you think I want to get you out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys.
Damn.
Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when you got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with everybody I name. You gonna be 50 next year, nigga. I'm happy that you cool. I'm not saying this to stir up no feathers. I'm not saying that to backtrack on any beef or go anything like. I think it's really cool. But the who do this, you keep you cool with, and then you try to handle it sophisticatedly. You keep going on and on like give a fuck about.
My issue with Jim Jones, from the outside looking in, I always felt like he suffered from that syndrome. You know, like you want to be a teenager forever. He wants to be young forever, basically. You know, so even though he's approaching 50, he's still trying to hold on to his youth of being like a teenager. So you'll see him, you know, he still behave like a teenager. The man refused to grow up. Everybody's evolving around him. Mase, Camron, and all his peers, they're evolving. Mano came out of jail. You know, he was on the BS at one point. But if you notice, Mano, he grew up. You can see the evolution in him. Everybody's evolving as a human being, as an adult. And Jim Jones is stuck in this odd space where he's just like still doing the same stupid, ignorant kiddie stuff. You know, still trying to be attached to the streets, still want to be in the streets, and the man refused to grow up and evolve, and that's a problem, man. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm almost 50 years old. It's time for me to grow up, mature, you know, behave like an adult. At some point, you got to get to that point. But this man refused to relinquish the streets and just being a kid, man. So it's like he's stuck in the early 2Ks. Even right now, the man is still stuck in the early 2Ks and he can't evolve. And it's sad, but that's what's going on.
All that shit, bro. Don't care about none of that shit, man. Just don't care a little bit, man. That's first and foremost. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple things real quick. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a Brooklyn, a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you to, period. But at the end of the day, man, never try to downplay your character. And I didn't know all this shit was going on because I was on vacation. I came back a few days ago and seen all this going on. And it's like, for instance, right? I see you posting shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8 niggas, this, that, and third. I'll let tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a. I seen the story one time when Little C's was telling the story. I mean, me and Little C's is cool. And Little C's told me he punched me in my face. Really? And me and C, I seen C's, really? No, I'm not dissing C's, but no. Little C's never punched me. But if you go to his internet story, that's what he said he did. And like I said, I ain't got no problem. I seen C's, we good. But you keep running around with these 25-year-old stories. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach.
God damn. Not to the beach? To the beach? God damn.
Shit on me and my man JoJo, I ain't gonna say his name, Spanish, you know him. The Spanish don't care about life. Who was with me is like, who are these coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no.
Everybody has that one reckless dude who don't care about life, like he said, don't care about his life, your life. He's just reckless. In every crew, there's one hothead who's just reckless. He'll crash out. You know, he's always on go. There's always one guy like that in every crew.
Just like a blues meets all that. And Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach and you was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean.
Damn.
I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit because I ain't trying to make the great Shakira. You know why? Because the revolution was televised. That's why I'm here. That's why God worked like that. That's why me and Murder is here. The revolution was televised. What you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this. Because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do. Stop tricking out their freedom, bro. Just get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. You get? Do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why it's come around. But then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja got 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jeter at.
And he's exactly right. Everybody who was around Jim Jones, who have interacted with Jim Jones, they're all doing time. He used people, basically. He used all his affiliates, rappers who had aspirations. And of course, like, okay, this Jim Jones, dudes are happy to be around you. But like Cam said, he have dudes crash out for him and they're all doing time while he's out here free, he's good. And that sucks, man. Like, so nobody who was around you have a, good story to tell or had a happy ending. Nobody. Everybody's locked up. Everybody who was around Jim Jones, everyone who was a aspiring rapper or whatever, they're all doing time. And yeah, he did trick them out their freedom. And when you're young, of course you're gonna do what this guy asks, right? He's the one with the bread, he got the bag. So if he's like, okay, you are gonna try to appease him and end up doing dumb stuff. But yeah, man, you can't trick people out of their freedom for your own well-being. That's some real grimy crap.
Stro is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Stro. Slicey, 12 years. His
Damn.
Son, that was 13 years old. 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years. And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him. That's your man more than my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, man. Get him a job.
You see what he said, triple OG. Like I said, Jim Jones is still stuck in a teenage mindset. The man can't grow up. Instead of saying when he gets home, you know what, I'm gonna set him up, make sure he's on the right path, get him started with some podcasts or something, just to get him going, generate income so he could be good and focus on being a better person. You are talking about him being a triple OG. Like I said, the dude is ignorant and he can't evolve. And that's just what it is. Everybody around him who was around him, they're all growing up. Cam, Mase, and everybody else. And this man is still trying to be in the streets. Still trying to prove something. Who are you trying to prove something to? Who? The man still feel like he needs to prove himself in the streets. It don't make sense. It's a lost cause, man.
He's a triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job getting 6 digits a year. That's what it's really about.
Exactly.
As much as that side, I don't know if they with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery done had a Puma, Creative, whatever the f he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's...
See that? Everybody who Jay was cool with, like, you know, his real friends, true friends that is, they got out of jail, their life is straight. Jay made sure Emery was good, Biggs. Jay set up all his dogs and they're good. They don't gotta worry about jail, being broke. Everybody's good doing something. That's love, and that's called maturity, growing up. And evolution, man. That's what it's about. Not sending your friend that just got out of jail on another dummy mission. That don't make sense. So what he's saying is he's basically bigging up Jay. Like, yo, Jay took care of all of his dogs and they're good. And that's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to inspire your homies, man. You should encourage and motivate them to do better. Not go back into the streets and do the same dumb thing that got them locked up. Come on. Makes sense.
It's gangster. Not throwing back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying
exactly.
You got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the f up. My bad. I apologize, but I don't want that for Melly because I give a f about Melly. Whether he care about me like he used to or not, I got love for Melly. So hopefully that'll go right. But this is gonna be the last time I address this. I did this 10 years ago. A lot of people seem like this is new business. When Jim wanted to go to Rock Nation, he sat there and was crying on Funk Master Flex, saying I did this, did that. We did this whole thing 10 years ago, bro. I'm not doing this every 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do. A lot of people don't even realize the Dipset movement was from 2001 to 2006, 7. It's 2025. What are we talking about here? If it's people interested in the stories, I dig it. I understand that. Me, from 2007 to 2025, I got other shit to do. This is not on my motherfucking plate. So I wish you all the best. I don't care what you say after this. I'm not addressing it no more. Believe what you want to believe because I got other things to do. You feel me, Murder? I ain't want to snap on them no shit, but yeah.
Honestly, man, I really hope Jim Jones grow up. He's almost 50 years old. I honestly really hope eventually he grows up, man. Like, dude, you are gonna be 60 years old out here still trying to rep the streets. You're still trying to be in the streets. You're still trying to act like a teenager. That is mind-blowing. You gotta grow up at some point, man. This man is trapped in a time in the early 2Ks. He's in a vacuum, basically. And his mind is trapped in that space and he can't seem to grow up. But hopefully that'll change, man, because you got to at some point. You got to evolve, man.
I'm good.
Can you pass me that?
Here goes some popcorn, Stat.
Thanks. Definitely need it. Oh. Today, we are joined.
Yo, bro, look at me. Let me tell you something. Hookah, cigarettes, cigars. I'm with all the smoke.
No, you can't. Mase helped me actually learn how to rap.
Mase taught me how to rap. Mase actually
As always, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
The magic to rap.